shower handle. Shower handle. We are trying to make it longer for not drilling through it.
And stars and hearts.
I didn't check those.
Smiley faces and everything.
1, 2, 3.
That's why Josh isn't.
Guys, watch
why
calling
Josh
Austin an old man because
you
I'm
pick the guy
older
that's
than
only got,
Austin.
like,
I'm
pick the guy
older
that's
than
only got,
Austin.
like,
I'm
pick the guy
older
that's
than
only got,
Austin.
like,
That's man hands right there. Man hands. What's up right there?
Today we are finishing up our framing mainly. We have to install a little bit of, we have to install some strips alongside our glue lambs for us to be able to nail in or screw in our drywall. And we have to put in some blocking for our interior walls that we're putting in so that they'll have the strength that they need because they're not lined up exactly with our eye joists on the roof. So we'll have to put blocking in for that.
Sorry, say that again, the last part.
We'll have to get blocking in for the interior walls because we don't have eye joists running vertically with them. So you'll have to have some type of blocking every 2 feet to have structural strength. And then after we do that, we just have to get our little hurricane ties in, which are these. We put these around our compression studs, and that's what makes sure that doesn't collapse on itself because that's where we're lifting up these houses. And then after that, we're gonna start on our outside sheeting. So this is how you get it done. I gotta make sure that I have to make sure this is nice and level because you can't allow it to sit. You can't allow it to sit under these eye joists because this is what this is where our drywall is going to come up right here, and then it's going to come up right here. So then these have to be able to hit exactly at a 45-degree angle. I'm gonna have to get my hammer to adjust it. I'll be careful, that might fall. It wasn't 100%. It wasn't flush with these. So I had to take it down real quick. Because you want to make sure it's nice and flush because if it's not, you're gonna have a lot of problems when you're putting in your drywall. Yeah, I'm making sure the eye joists are level with the bottom of this. Because when my drywall comes, it's gonna be sitting flat on this and it's gonna sit on both of these, so I need them to both be at the same height so that we don't have any deviations in the drywall. When you're using wood, you always wanna check it. You always wanna check the crown of it because for certain applications, you won't be able to use wood for certain things. Like for this, I mainly don't want one that has a large crown upwards in this because I need it to be nice and flush. And then when you're doing more of the framing and type stuff, you want to make sure that you practically want to try to get as straight as a board as you can. It's not always going to come that way, but you really want to look at it. You're going to have to end up using all your wood, so you try to use the straighter wood for more important things like framing, and then you try to use some of the more wonky curved wood for stuff like blocking and little stuff like that. got any plans for the weekend? With these interior walls, it's making it a lot more difficult having to move around, operate. It's looking good. I'm just trying to make sure that it's above these lines because that's the line that's level with, huh? Yeah, most definitely. My bud Dylan's gonna help make sure that we stay up right there. And then now I'll be able to. It's a weird angle. And that's all you gotta basically do for that. Just real nice, quick and simple. But you do wanna make sure it is nice and level with these, so you'll run into a whole world of problems if you don't. So now we have to, we're gonna help install these hurricane ties. Yeah, I'm gonna help install all these hurricane ties. There has to be a bunch put on. I'm pretty sure it has to be 4 on the bottom, 4 on the top. Pretty sure. I'm gonna double check with Nelson though. We're just getting a little tips and insight to see where we can do it better and not make the mistakes that other groups have made. Dan, with the hurricane ties, it has to be 2 on the outside, 2 on the outside, and then what about the inside?
Not the inside.
None on the inside? Top or bottom?
All those are is to keep that stud from moving.
All right.
Okay, so because when the compression comes down, you don't want those studs to move.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if they're on the inside or outside, as long as we've got them secured.
All right. So, and it's just easier on the outside?
Yep.
All righty.
That's perfect.
Thank you. Right now we're about to fix the interior wall. It was, I was instructed, I wasn't 100% how I was doing it yesterday. I thought I was doing it correctly, but we just looked at it right now and it's a little bit off. So we're gonna have to fix it, but it won't be a big deal. It'll be a simple fix. Right now we just, these were a little bit too high, so we just cut it down on both sides. And then we're gonna run a header from this king stud all the way over to that, because it's supposed to lay on top of the 2 trimmers. And then we'll put in crippling to make sure that this gets pushed all the way up to the floor joist, because that's where our problem was before. This wasn't fully pushed up. Yes, sir. The biggest takeaway from today was you really want to make sure that you're good at square one, especially when like you're doing your framing and stuff like this. Once you start to put your sheeting and drywall on, it's going to be a lot harder to access all of this stuff if it does need to be fixed. So this is when you need to really pay attention and make sure that everything is square, level, plumb, and exactly how you need it to be. So it'll just make the finishing, it'll make it so much easier for us. In most situations when people are doing framing, they're not the ones who are going to go then do the electrical and the plumbing. In our case, we have to do it all. So we really have to have foresight about what we're doing now for how it'll make it easier for us in the future. Yes, sir, it'll make it 100% easier tomorrow, the week after that, and the month after that, every day leading up. Anytime working on this project will be 100% easier if you make sure that the foundation and the framing and everything, like the base of it, is nice and sturdy and how you need it to be. The main thing is not letting changes like this, and when you do mess up, not allowing it to fluster you too much, and being able to just realize you made the mistake and realize that you have to fix it. You'll be able to fix it if you just keep your cool and you listen and figure out what exactly you need to do and just get it done, you know? You won't get anything done just complaining about it. You just got to get stuff done.